Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss Amir Hussain, the writer of Sweet Rice, as a storyteller and some ingredients of his writing as a story writer. My dear students, Amir Hussain's first collection of stories, that is Mirror to the Sun, from which this short story, our short story, The Sweet Rice, has been taken, was a poetic exploration of the condition of exile. It was an impressive debut, rather, a rite of passage into the distinguished rank of writers from India and Pakistan who have chosen English as their medium of writing as a language. Nearly 7 years later, he returns to penetrate deeper into the same terrain, same land, that is, of story writing. The characters in these stories are as varied and original as the corners of the world they come from, while the first person narration of the storyteller links them in a cohesive whole. Dear students, being an expatriate himself and a diasporic writer, Amir Hussain likes to excel in stories of exiles, expatriotism. There are those exiles who flourish and those who founder. All suffer from a rupture in the psyche that distinguishes them from natives. Here and there, you will find some conflicting points where he picks the clash between the exiled people and the natives, however integrated they may be. Although these exile people who have come from foreign lands to some other land to be integrated into, they remain separate. They are not integrated as they should be. The psychological equivalent of a slight accent somewhere or a skin hue gives the game away, and the exploration of how each copes makes this intricate tapestry of emotions so moving. अजीज़ तलबा और तालिबात, ये ज़रा पॉइंट क्लियर करने वाला है, तो मैं आपकी ज़ुबान में ज़रा इसको क्लियर कर दूँ ताकि आप लिख सकें। ये चूँकि इम्तहानी सवाल है बेटे, इस कहानी से एन मुतल्लिक, तो बेटे ये जो कहानी है हमारी स्वीट राइस जो है, इट फोकसेस ऑन exile, the theme of exile, what anxieties, what losses a man, a person has to suffer when he exiles himself or herself to some foreign land, leaving the native land, native homeland. तो बेटे ये जो है ना, बेशक आप वहाँ जाकर दूसरी सरजमीन पर जितना मर्जी अपने आप को एसिमिलेट कर लें, उनमें अमलगम कर लें नेटिव्स में, लोकल्स में, बट यू रिमेन स्पेक ऑफ अ फॉरनर, उनके लिए आप फॉरनर ही रहते हैं, तो आप कभी अमलगमेट नहीं हो पाते। तो ये जो फीलिंग्स हैं, इनर फीलिंग्स ऑफ करेक्टर्स, दोज आर द साइकोलॉजिकल interpretations of characters. They have been very beautifully elaborated by the writer. The pangs of exile, rather to say, using a phrase, the pangs of exile have been presented in his stories very intricately, very beautifully. तो इमोशंस के साथ भी जो है वो थोड़ा खेलता है, बल्कि नरेशन जो है इसकी इतनी खूबसूरत है कि उसमें जो इमोशनल touches हैं, they are to be found here and there, and they are all about exiles, expatriatism. तो ये जो सेंस ऑफ लॉस है, घर से दूरी जो है, ये आपको इसकी कहानियों का जो है वो टॉप नॉच जो है वो एक इंग्रेडिएंट नज़र आती है। खुसूसन स्वीट राइस में आपको सारा फोकस जो है इसी एग्ज़ाइल पर, कि इसके अंदर जो है वो क्या, एक खातून जो कि प्रोफेशनल डॉक्टर भी है, शी इज़ रादर बाउंड हैंड एंड फुट to move freely, to choose her own life. she is rather bound by the foreign culture, the foreign traditions, the foreign rules and laws, rather to inhibit herself. She can't show off her real talent as a doctor. She is rather helpless there in the hands of a foreign society. So, this is what is called the emotional analysis or the emotional psychological analysis of the characters by the writer. That has not been fully elaborated here, just hints are given. Dear students, this is the same thing, the loss of dislocation. It is the loss of exile. Many stories in this collection are about the loss of parents, lovers, opportunities, the self brought about by dislocation. They echo that unrecoverable loss of the homeland and the protective shield of a native culture. The title story tells of the death of a loved woman, a migrant like the narrator, but from another part of the globe. His search for consolation in a new love proves impossible and leads to more tears with a different but equally bitter taste. Dear students, Amr Hussain discusses many aspects of this exile and the problems and troubles associated with this exile. There is the class distinction first. Problem of exile are compounded by class distinctions. Losing a country, one also loses a social position. Shireen, the heroine of Sweet Rice, is a Bangladeshi doctor whose banker husband has been posted in London. This impossibly difficult city, where even a powerfully situated husband doesn't guarantee a work permit for or a job. A permit or for a job is probably symbolic. That guarantee means freedom of work, freedom of thought, freedom of movement. Cooking for his high powered guests seems to be her only role. She finds salvation in editing and publishing the Nemat Khana, an old cookery book compiled in 1911. देखिए ये एक खातून जो हमारी इस कहानी की हीरोइन है, शीरीं स्वीट राइस की, वो एक बांग्लादेशी प्रोफेशनल डॉक्टर हैं और उनकी शी इज़ वेडेड टू अ बैंकर हस्बैंड हु इज़ पोस्टेड इन लंदन. ही इज़ श्योरली अ वेरी पावरफुल इकोनॉमिस्ट, लेकिन इसके बावजूद जो है वो अपनी बीवी के लिए जो है वो वर्क परमिट हासिल करने में कामयाब नहीं हो पाता है. तो वो बेचारी एक प्रोफेशनल डॉक्टर, शी इज़ बाउंड टू लिव विद इन द फोर वॉल्स ऑफ ए रूम. हाउस भी नहीं, एक रूम की चार दीवारी के अंदर ही बेचारी जो है वो शी इज़ स्नब्ड. रादर ऑल हर कैपेसिटीज़ आर गॉन वेस्ट. तो वो बेचारी, उसके पास अब एक ही किरदार रह गया है, वो अपने शौहर के जो मेहमान आते हैं उनके लिए बस खाना बनाती है मुख्तलिफ़ किस्म का. और उसी से फिर ये रेसिपी जो है स्वीट राइस, उसको फिर आउटलेट चाहिए. ज़ाहिर है शी इज़ अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, तो अपने जज्बात के लिए, अपने ज़ात के लिए उसे एक आउटलेट चाहिए. तो वो आउटलेट क्या ढूंढती है? शी स्टार्ट्स रीडिंग एंड एडिटिंग एंड पब्लिशिंग आर्टिकल्स अबाउट कुकिंग एंड rather busies herself in cooking business. तो वो चूँकि कुकिंग ही बेचारी मजबूरन कर रही है, शी इज़ फोर्स्ड टू डू कुकिंग एट होम. तो शी रिजॉल्व्स टू फाइंड अ न्यू वे ऑफ क्रिएशन इन दिस वे. तो ये प्रॉब्लम जो है क्लास डिस्टिंक्शन का, कोई बाहर से आने वालों को दूसरे मुल्क में जो है वो वर्क परमिट के बगैर आप काम नहीं कर सकते. तो ये मजबूरियाँ आपकी, अगरचे आप बाहर तो निकल सकते हैं, आ जा सकते हैं, लेकिन आप अपनी जो फुल पोटेंशियल जिसे कहते हैं, यू कांट शो इट ऑफ टू द कंट्री यू आर लिविंग इन नाउ एज एन एग्जाइल, एज अ फॉरेनर. आप यहाँ से गए हैं, ये शी इज़ ए बांग्लादेशी लेडी डॉक्टर, तो वहाँ जाकर शी इज़ ए मिसफिट रादर नाउ इन दैट society. She is not able to find her real self. अपनी हकीकी ज़ात को नहीं पा सकी है, रियल स्टेटस नहीं मिल सका है. अपने मुल्क में होती तो यकीनन उसे जो है वो एक डॉक्टर का दर्जा मिलता, स्टेटस मिलता, रिस्पेक्ट मिलती. बट इन एन अदर लैंड शी इज़ bound to be called only a wife, housewife rather, cooking for the coming guests and doing nothing but wasting her life there. तो वो फिर उसके लिए एक आउटलेट ढूंढती है कि अब मेरा अपना जो प्रोफेशन है उसमें तो मैं बेकार हूँ, तो अब जो है वो ज़ाहिर है कुकिंग ही जो है वो एक रास्ता रह गया है. तो फिर अपना ज़ाहिर है शौहर भी उसका खुश कि अब और भी अच्छे खाने बनेंगे, और वो भी अब कदरे जो है ना उसने अपने लिए जज्बात के लिए अपनी ज़ात के लिए एक रास्ता तलाश कर लिया है. शी स्टार्ट्स राइटिंग अबाउट कुकिंग एंड डिफरेंट recipes and dishes, etc., etc. Then, my dear students, the location of the story, the blue direction included in this collection of stories, is a boarding school in an idyllic mountain village by a pellucid blue lake where camellias and magnolias produce a sweet, faintly venomous smell. The pupils and teachers come from all over the world and from different parts of India. You can tell by their names: European, Sinhalese, Hindus, and Muslims. The Blue Direction, a famous story. But here, another delicate topic has been touched upon by Amr Hussain. My dear students, you will find memories of partition also found in different stories of this collection here and there. Memories of partition of the first exile to Pakistan from Mumbai. This is also a partition for the writer. Moving from Pakistan to Mumbai are still fresh in the mind of the boy narrator. Lonely and vulnerable, the boys form passionate friendships only to be accused of unnatural feelings and expelled. Talking about the previous story mentioned earlier, Hussain skillfully weaves delicate strands of emotion as they evolve in their greenhouse atmosphere, while all around immutable nature seems impervious to human desolation. Again, in another story, we find a reversal of situation. In the story, The Actress's Tale, the migration is reversed. Helena, hitting a sticky patch in her career in London, maltreated and abandoned by husband and lover, runs away to India. Now it is the reversal of situation. Rather, people running from India and Pakistan towards London, this lady, Helena, runs from London to India. Here, the dislocation, the splendors and ruins, and the tension of an aristocratic Indian help her to recover her loss of a sense of loss, self. Dear students, by his excellent skill of fusing emotions with his narration, Amr Hussain has been able to give his stories a metaphysical dimension as well. These stories of displacement are raised to the metaphysical level through the fairy tales incorporated into their narratives. In the end, we are all exiles from history, politics, love, life itself. Yet once a writer has found a voice, then language itself becomes the homeland. But periodic returns to the original culture enrich both writer and language. In several stories, like Sweet Rice, the narrator goes home to the subcontinent in memory or in reality. My dear students, concluding our very short discussion about Amir Hussain's storytelling capability, we may conclude that Amir Hussain writes with the charm and grace that comes from his knowledge of Persian and Urdu poetry, especially in the Sufi tradition. He is particularly good in the evocation of landscapes, of etching nostalgia, of love's hopelessness. He roams between the foreign land and the home, but returns home at last. A sense of loss is significantly conveyed in his stories like Sweet Rice. Thank you very much, everybody, for participating in this session. Till the next session, it is Allah Hafiz and goodbye from my side. Thank you very much again.